let's see here. Alright, this one we can now copy, post, close. Nope, blue sky first. Because we have a Bob T. Goldfish on blue sky. And Independence of Garabanya on delete all that jazz and copy post loading close window threads paste post close Mastodon paste post. Just realized I forgot to fix that, but whatever. And wow, paste post and 3 to 1 TV because I forgot to do that yesterday. Kapow. All right, cool. And ta-da! Wada! Alright, cool. Jolan True, the internet.
Jolan True internet.
We're here. It is Independence Day in the United States today, July 4th.
It is.
No Bill Pullman. Working on trying to get Bob Pullman. See if he can help us out with something today. Though I did see something really funny on the socials recently, because they recently announced that there will be a sequel to Spaceballs coming, in a very amusing Star Wars style crawl trailer, highlighting everything that has happened in the world of Star Wars and sci-fi movies since the first Spaceballs.
Yeah.
And it was announced that Bill Pullman will be returning as Lone Star. It has also been since announced that Louis Pullman will be joining the cast, Bill Pullman's son. And there's a lot of people who want Louis Pullman to play the Kylo Ren character, because then it would be Lone Star's son. And it just feels like a very Mel Brooks parody thing to do. But then I saw another funny thing. It's like, so long as his name is like Bob Star, because he's been Bob in like the two other major movies.
Just not, pigeonhole people. Let people be who they want to be. Let writers write what they want to write. Work for the Thunderbolts.
Indeed. It was a very good film. Deeply enjoyed that one. But yes, it is Independence Day here in the United States. So we are here to continue to bring independence to Garabanya from the Garlemald Empire. Instead of red, white, and blue, we have purple and gold. Da-da-da. We have since found out that Fordola the Butcher has been put in charge of a 40K style gun that she has decided to use on the towers of the Empire's outpost.
It felt a little more Final Fantasy VII to me than it did K. A bit more like the old sister Ray that used to be on Junon gets moved to Midgar. Are you hearing me, friend?
I am hearing you.
Okay. Because I've said about 3 things now and you've not responded, so...
I 114 and Stranger in Paradise are what I know about Final Fantasy, so I'll have to take your word that it's a big gun, a big fuck off gun from Final Fantasy 7.
Oh, yes. Very big fuck off gun. That's what I was doing.
Whee. Let's try not to aggravate the giant grasshoppers. Look at you, dapper and red.
Yeah. Finally got around to finishing my Red Mage quests.
Nice. Those are very nice. Wee, wee, wee. Chocobo on a cannon.
Right, get you in a party. Talk to Awful Nerd.
Alpha no.
For the living and the dead, the question of how to move forward in Conrad's absence was large in Awful Nerd's mind.
All Alliance and Resistance units are now withdrawn from the Specula. It is time we spoke with General Aldin.
Not just have gone straight to General Aldin.
Nope. Ba-ba-dum.
Talking to him.
Talking to General Aldin. Roban. These deaths weigh heavy on my soul. Commander Kemp's most of all. He was a wise leader, he was a patriot, but above all else he was a good man who will be sorely missed. One of many lost this day. I ask for a moment's silence to pray for the souls of the departed. We have suffered a grievous defeat, but we cannot and will not renounce this cause. The die has been cast.
I mean, I'd argue that you weren't defeated.
No.
At best, it was a push. At worst, it was a push.
Yeah. Setback. Not a defeat. Hold tight to this grief, this anger, and let it drive you forward. Let it be your strength and your shield when next you face the enemy. It will carry us far, General. Of that I have no doubt. Ere we take another step towards Alamigo, however, we must first address the question of how to deal with Castra Mabania's cannon. If the Imperials are willing to employ the weapon without thought of their own soldiers' safety, we may struggle to approach them.
A frontal assault is out of the question. We did countless men before we even reached the walls.
Would we? I recall the Imperials could have obliterated our forces and they kept firing. Had they kept firing, but neglected to do so. They had no strategic reason to cease fire, which begs the question, why did they? You suspect they were unable to fire the cannon again, mayhap due to a malfunction? Or one of their officers found his conscience after the first barrage, or a heretofore unknown resistance faction chose that moment to disable it. There are many possibilities, but the fact remains that they stopped when logic dictated they continue.
Then I have to go see for myself if the cannon is still operational. Are you mad? Conrad put you in charge of the resistance. Can't risk losing another commander so soon.
But it's
I know how you
Lease.
feel, Nargo. I do. But I need you to understand. It wasn't long after Papalimo and I arrived at Ralga's Reach that Conrad first asked me to join the resistance. Then he kept on asking. Every time I said no, I told myself it was because of the Scions. And even then, I knew deep down that it was an excuse. That I was still afraid of following my heart. But I couldn't be sure if it was me or either. Then I met someone on the other side of the world who struggled with the same worries. As we travelled and fought together, I saw him grow, become the leader his people needed him to be. And now it's my turn to do the same. There's not a lot of us left, and of the ones that are, many are still wounded. We still have to make do with what we've got, and I'm the best qualified. It's as simple as that. But don't worry, Nargo. I'll come back, I promise.
While I acknowledge Commander Hext's right to carry on this mission, I see no reason why she should go alone. Adventurers, would you go with her?
No. Hi, Frary.
Hey, Ferrari. I suppose someone's got to keep her out of harm's way.
Yep, that's the answer one. That's the one I'm going with.
Then it's settled. We will wait your return.
One sec.
Mm-hmm. How are you doing?
Alrighty, I'm ready to go.
All right.
Talking to Lise. Sorry to drag you into this. May not be the decision Conrad would have made, but I'm not Conrad. Never will be. I don't know what kind of leader I was hoping for, but right now, all I can do is be myself.
Gunblade. Is he in his bucket?
His mind is... What are you doing?
Odo's over here. Just checking to see if he's in his bucket.
Above the churning waters, Lisa's mind is made up. Set. Don't mind. Rather not wait around and have all these people try to talk me out of it. Let's get moving. Another good vantage point overlooking the Castrum. In Kep's Hope. Ship stranded on the rocks to the east of here. Shouldn't take us long to get there. Oh, there might be some ancient golems guarding it. Or that might just be an old wives' tale. Either way, it's worth the risk. Commander, I pray you would proceed with all due caution. Do not hesitate to call upon us if needed. To reach the ship, we'll have to scale a cliff face. I'll get some clock gear and meet you there, alright?
Alrighty then. Oh crap, I got stuck in the cannon. Try to jump over the cannon. How are you doing today, Frary?
Supposed to keep you waiting. You've met the golems. Looks like the old stories were true, eh? Well, in a way, I'm glad. Right, time to climb.
Frary says, warm. It is very hot, in and out after your bike ride. Ooh, nice.
Phew. That took a bit more out of me than I expected. There she is. Increp's hope. The ark that one man made to save countless others from the flood during the sixth umbral era. It's comforting to think there have always been people who cared this much about their fellow man, who accomplished such great feats that people couldn't help thinking they must be made up. The proof's right here, isn't it? I don't just mean the shit, you know. I mean you. Long before anyone started calling you a hero, you were there for those in need. You did things for people when you didn't have to. Sometimes even when they didn't want you to.
Or when we didn't want to.
Staying true to yourself, but we're all better for it. Me included. I'll never be a leader like Conrad, or Hien, or my father. But I can be a friend to you all, and I can fight by your side. I can be me, and that'll just have to be enough, eh? Strange to think back on it. If we'd been standing in different places, or if the shell had struck the tower differently, it would have been me instead of Conrad. Maybe both of us. What kind of monster murders their own? There's smoke from Castro and Albania. Wait, it's coming from the cannon. Can't tell what happened from here, but I can tell it won't be giving us any trouble in the immediate future. This is our chance to avenge Conrad and all the others who died in the tower, friend and foe. Take Castrum Albania and bring the bastards who gave this order to fire to justice. Won't be easy after the losses we took, but I know everyone's champing at the bit to strike back. With the right plan, I'm certain we can do it. You have to tell the others. Come on.
All right, Lise.
Easier down than up, eh? Oh, not necessarily safer. Anyway, no time to rest. We need to convince the others to strike now before the Imperials have time to fix their cannon.
Ooh, new sword. Nope. Yep.
The path forward. Lise is not willing to let this opportunity pass you by. There's no time to lose. General Alden needs to know what we saw.
That really is a fine outfit. Alright, General. Speaking of the Rowman.
Hold on 1 second, friend. I'll be right back.
Alright.
Alright, I am back. How you doing?
Talking to Rowman.
Rauban indeed.
Alright, you are returned. I only hope you bring good news.
We scaled the cliffs of Nunkev's Hope and spied smoke rising from Castrum Urbania's main cannon. I think Marshal Terrapin's right. They didn't fire because they couldn't. The cannon seems to be disabled somehow.
Then we must attack Castrum Urbania at once. Could still be a trick, but if it isn't, we may not get a better opportunity. Bluntly, General, if it is a trick, it is an utterly baffling stratagem. Had the Imperials wished to wipe us out, they could simply have kept firing. Be that as it may,
Sorry, go ahead.
we need not risk everything to seize it. I say we dispatch a small contingent to infiltrate the castrum and secure control of the weapon. If the enemy is preoccupied with repairs, we may be able to take them unawares. If, on the other hand, it is indeed a trick, our token force will prove an elusive target, and we will at least know the cannon is operational. Either way, it seems well worth the risk. But how are we to infiltrate the castrum? In anticipation of a day such as this, men and women under my command have labored long to cultivate a network of informants through Girabania, include Radiata. Radiata is home to many who hold menial positions at Kashamabania and other nearby installations. With the aid of our allies there, I believe we can secure a route into the fortress.
Resistance will handle this. You may have recruited those informants, but they'll be just as happy working with fellow Alamegans. At the end of the day, it's our land, our responsibility. Let us do right by Conrad.
I should be glad to accompany her, General, as would Alizé and the adventurers, I am sure. Well then, if you are all in agreement, I see no reason to refuse you. We will make ready to march on Kashamabania. Go, and may Roger watch over and keep you.
Yeah, that map's definitely not a world map. Alright, talking to awful nerd.
My apologies for speaking on your behalf. It would seem my sister's forthright manner is rubbing off on me. I confess my decision to volunteer was not wholly motivated by concern for Elise, nor less Alamigo. Kashamabania is the largest Imperial facility in the peaks, you see, and so likely that Kryl is being held captive there is quite high. Dealing with that cannon remains our main objective, of course, but if there is ever even a chance that Kryl might be rescued in the process, I would never forgive myself if I did not take it.
Hey, awful nerd, come here a sec. You've been speaking for me for longer than I've known, Alizé. Don't go blaming your sister for your problems. Well, that looks like a blue question mark.
Out of sight. Alright, Brazenbrook, what have you to say for yourself? You are indeed one we want. Mwahahaha.
Out of sight. Brazenbrook needs help with a rather delicate situation. Hey, you're that adventurer everyone's been talking about, aren't you? Just the woman I wanted to see. Got a bit of time to spare, I hope. Seemed a bloody miracle when we managed to take Allegheny without spilling a drop of blood. It was all thanks to one man. A man the Alliance would very much like to speak with. Getting him to come in for questioning, however, has proven more trouble than we thought. It's not my place to be dealing with this, to be honest, with you. But I think it would be best to resolve the matter quietly, if possible. Things could get messy around here if the Alliance or the Resistance start kicking up a fuss. I'd like to draw attention if I leave my post. But you adventurers are free to move about as you please. So what do you say? Can you give me a hand? Ah, you good folk. Now, I really shouldn't say much more out here in the open. You best go and speak with him yourself. Bout's his name. You can tell you the rest.
Yep. The adventurer who slew Lord Van Belsar. So they've sent you to claim my head, then? Brazenbrook sent you to help? Oh, thank heavens. You see, I'm actually a centurion of the Garlean forces. Now, before you do anything rash, let me explain. When I learned of the Allied forces' approach, I knew we had no way of repelling them, so I ordered all of my men to retreat from Allegheny. I then planned to turn myself in, but I ran into certain complications. I can see you're unconvinced. Tell you what, why not ask the villagers about me? When you hear what they have to say, I think you'll come to understand why I couldn't turn myself in. Dylan.
Proud. This place wouldn't be the same without him. We certainly have no intentions of sending him to be butchered by the Alliance.
Where'd you hear that name? I won't have anyone speaking ill of him unless you're looking to pick a fight. You'll keep your mouth shut.
So far, no one's actually said anything in defense of you other than they'll fight you.
Or they'll fight for you.
Yeah. We want Bolt. He's not in trouble, is he? We already told you, like, scum, they can't have him. Alright, so none of them actually said anything that would make me think that he can't turn himself in.
Correct.
There you are. Now, do you see the cause for my hesitation? Like their reaction to my being arrested, the Alliance has allowed me to remain here for the time being. For all intents and purposes, I'm a war prisoner. The village is initially meant to keep me hidden. Harbouring one's enemy is a serious crime, no matter whose side you're on. Although what the Alliance does to those that help the Guardians. Stubborn nightmares, I tell you. My execution is assured the moment they take me into custody. The villagers should take arms and protest. They don't deserve such a bloody fate. Brazenbrook has made a valiant effort to assuage the people's anger. There's only so much a man in his position can do. I know how strange this may seem, but I want you to convince the people of Alagiri to allow for my surrender. Got what we want from you.
Yep. So long. Farewell. Auf Wiedersehen. Good night.
Goodbye. Left here. We have one more quest, which will be the very last one, I'm assuming.
Yep.
And 4 more to discover. With tired hands we toil. Alphino is ready to lead the way to Radiata. Accept.
Ooh, nice red-handled rapier to go with your...
Yeah. To one set. It does this as well. I have to show you when we're not in a cutscene.
So to review, we are to travel to Radiata, where we will meet with a contact recruited by Marshal Tarupin's agents. I took the liberty of reviewing intelligence reports while the adventurers and Lise were away, so the settlement is not unwholly familiar with me. As the Vice Marshal has indicated, the vast majority of the populace is employed as menial labor in either the Specula or Castramabania. Perhaps as a result of this, the Resistance has long struggled to make inroads there.
Aye, you have the right of it. They got a better deal than most Alamegans, feeding off what scraps the Imperials gave them. Damned if I know how Marshal Tarapin's agents got one of them to turn his coat.
I understand your disdain, I do, but I also understand their desire to look after their families by any means necessary. Our contact is a Rogadin woman. She will ask us a question. After we answer with courage, she will know us as friends.
Courage, right. Let's go for squadron, Nago. We'll need them soon.
With me, my friends, and be ready for anything.
Right, so as I was going to say, if you look at the blade of my weapon, as it's on my hip, it's not really doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
And when I draw it,
ooh, that's a very fancy.
yes. like it a lot.
Are we winning? Natara asks.
It's an interesting question.
Indeed.
I wouldn't say we're exactly losing, if that's the way of looking at it. Hit level 80 if that's any. I'm level 80 before the Storm Blood post patches, so I think I'm doing pretty alright.
Bless you.
Thank you. My voice isn't doing too great today though.
See? What did I tell you? Let us continue to the specula. Oh.
Loading screen.
Alright, there's savages? Barely even human savages.
Alright.
Of course there were still soldiers lurking about. Fortunately, they were no match for Lise. Come, Radiata is not much further. Of course, in light of our recent encounter, it would be prudent to proceed with caution and remain vigilant for Imperial forces. You're going to force us to fight Imperials. Hello. Oh, fuck.
Like how these things are called true griffins. A fucking giraffe!
It's a giraffe camel. A jamel.
have a draft, mate. Looks as if it's safe to enter. I don't see any Imperials. Don't see smoke above Castor and Barney anymore. You know, they fixed the cannon already. Where courage endures. The Rogadin woman you seek is somewhere in Radiata, and Lise is eager to find her. Except... Alpha and I said we were looking for a Rogadin woman, right? And that we should answer her question with courage. I suppose we'll have to strike up a conversation. Every one of them until we find our contact. Let me know if you find her, and I'll do the same. Rogadin woman.
I'd seen you
Seen you around before. Take a certain kind of woman to walk into a place like this unavoided. From courage, I suppose. Courage, you say? But that's in short supply these days. Better keep your head down and go along to survive. Call me a coward too, if you like. I'll not speak on it more. He's not here. So Radiata, and there's barricades over yonder, on the other end. Was that who I think it was? That's a relief. Or a trap. Either way, I'll find Alphino and Alizé. We'll meet you there. Not followed, were you? Good. Not all of you, is it? Now then. Name yourselves.
We hear the signs of the Seventh Dawn, friends of Marshal Terupin.
Name's Stark. Stark-one. The rest you know, or we wouldn't be here. This is about specular inferiorities, isn't it? The cannon.
Just so, can you tell us what happened?
Oh, I overheard surgeons talking while working in the mess. The cerulean pipeline fueling the cannon was destroyed by an unidentified male insurgent, they said.
One man single-handedly disabled the cannon? That beggars belief.
It was your boyfriend, Alphino.
Indeed.
Nevertheless, that's what they said. Took a while, but they finally put the fires out. The engineers have been working day and night to repair it. I wish I could tell you more, but the incident has everyone jumping at shadows and afraid to say much more. To make matters worse, the Alamegan help have been sent home indefinitely. So the cannon could already be operational. We need to sneak inside Albania and ensure the cannon is no longer a threat to our troops. Can you help us? That much I can do. I've pieced together a map of the interior over the years. And for a fact there are multiple points of entry.
Impressive. If we can split into several groups, that may improve our odds of reaching the fire control center. We may be few in number, but I have faith we can see this through. Alright.
Do.
The price of freedom.
As usual, Alphino has a brilliant plan. Does he now?
We have that for which we came. All that remains is to make our preparations. Lise and her unit will make for our primary objective, the fire control center. At the same time, we will enter the castrum by way of the ventilation ducts, whereupon we will proceed into the weapons research and create a diversion. If all goes to plan, our parties will subsequently converge, and together we will secure the cannon before finally notifying the Alliance, that they are clear to attack.
Someone's been watching Stargate.
Yeah.
Sounds simple enough. I'll go brief Nargo on the details. Rest of you come with me. I have to deal with the Magitech patrols before we can infiltrate the castrum.
I see a blue quest.
We don't have anything else to get from quests, I don't think.
Oh.
Other than the final
Oh.
the card which we get from...
Oh, he's got it.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Am I imagining it? Travel ether currents. According to my ether current thing, it says we've got one ether current to find. Right?
Where are we at?
But
The
we've
peaks.
got 2 more quests that give us ether currents. I'm guessing there's another area we've not found yet. Is there a fucking... Jordan, Natara,
What?
I need you to be straight up with me.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to be real with me. Is there going to be another Technicolor fucking Sky Island?
I don't think so. Because
After all the hard work they've done to keep this story grounded, are we going to get more of this Allegan shit?
this last one is going to be the locks, which is the area right in front of Alamigo itself.
Okay.
Pretty sure, yeah.
Okay. All right.
My thing says I have 4 exploration things to find
Yeah, and 1 quest.
and 1 quest.
But if I look at the main scenario quests, this is what was throwing me. If I look at the main scenario quests,
Mm-hmm.
there are 2 quests coming that give us ether currents, which is what was throwing me off.
Oh.
I was expecting that 6th area to be like the post-game area, post-patch area, but I guess not. I can play both MP3s and FLACs from a USB stick in my car. Dope!
Indeed, very
Alright, Ponderous Porter. A hunger for trade. The Ponderous Porter appears to have a request for you. Accept.
You're not from around here, are you? You'd never see an Alamegan strike up a conversation with a Radiata resident. But seeing as you're already talking, I have a job that's just right for an outsider like you. Talk with the girl behind that building over there, and she'll give you all the details. She's a bit testy, mind you. Just give us the quests.
There's so much. Hey, this is where your quest starts, and then it's like, hey, go over here 12 feet and talk to this other person.
Yeah.
Testy trader. It's about bloody time. Yeah, take the supply crate and trade it with the merchant in Allegheny for food. Usually lurking in an alley somewhere, shifty bastard. You'll know when you see him. Do not tell him a Radiata native sent you. There'll be no grub for us if you do. So we've got to go all the way back to...
Yep.
Like here. Alright. And there's nothing... No... Okay. And I guess we're just giving this to Balm by the looks of the positioning. No?
Oh, alright. Oh, found him.
Okay, on my way. Talking to him. Okay, Furry. I'd say enjoy your chores, but then they wouldn't be chores, would they?
Sure. You want to trade? You'll show me the goods first, then maybe we'll deal. Goods. These are military issue Mark 43 sedatives. High quality stuff. Someone snatched a batch a while ago, but you won't believe how quickly Imperial medicines sell. Folk are always on edge around here, you see, never knowing when the Empire might decide to launch an assault. Some get so worked up that they can scarcely sleep without a little alchemical encouragement. How much do you want for them? I'm a bit curious how you came by this stash, but I'll take it off your hands all the same. Food? That's it? Just food? Alright, well here's a sack full of assorted edibles. Nice doing business with you. Just a sack full? Where's the road we just ran? This way. Yeah. Get stuffed.
Can we go that way?
What, to the right?
Yeah.
No, if I remember correctly, it's a cliff down.
Okay.
So it's a shortcut back to Allegheny, but it's not a shortcut from Allegheny.
Yeah. Yeah, I think once we finish the main story, the 5.0, I'll start working on a Stormblood Glam.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have to find a Stormblood appropriate mount as well. Love that I'm riding side sagging on the fucking Lord of Dragons. Oh, so Tara said they were coming, right? So.
Do.
Hey, Jordan didn't have to beat up any griffins this time.
Nope.
He does have to fight a giraffe camel, however. Did you get the food? Tell me you got the food. Oh, praise the heavens. Praise you too, stranger. To be the first proper meal we've had in days. Go back and speak with my large friend, if you would. I'd wager he'd like to show his thanks as well.
Surprised to see us trading in Imperial supplies. My quick-fingered friend once worked in a storeroom in Cashamabania and swiped those sedatives before she left. This settlement's full of those who used to labor for the Imperial Army. Folk in Alagiri may have traded with the Empire, but even they spit on Radiatans. The Army's whipped curs, they call us. That's why we needed you to make the deal. If one of us dared set foot in that town, they'd chase us out with a hail of stones, or worse. But now we can eat our fill, get our strength back, and try to move on. Kind-hearted heroes like you are a godsend.
Let's get on with the plot, I guess.
Oh, I think I was reading these backwards.
What do you mean?
So this now looks like it says I've got 3 quests and 1 exploration? Was I reading this backwards? I must have been reading this backwards.
Yeah, there are 3 quests left to do and 1 exploration.
Oops.
Wait,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking.
It'd be nice if when you hovered over the little icon, it was like, hey.
The way to do it would be to go find the one that's out in the world here and figure out which one it closes.
Yep. Found it.
Alright, so we had 3 and 1, right?
Yep. Alright, so...
Right, so we've got 3 quests left. Got
Yep.
it.
Alright.
can you get out of the quest mob, please? I can't click on it. Thank you. Almost there, friends. Your point of entry is just round the bend up ahead. Last patrol should be here any moment. Once you've dealt with them, we'll be clear to advance. Assuming they keep their usual schedule. Might be prudent to stand watch for a moment after, just in case. By Ralga, I knew you lot were good, but I never expected you to defeat them so quickly.
The adventurers are the finest warriors I know, and I should like to think that we have done something in our time in their company. Now, where's the entrance to the docks?
Right behind you. I've mapped the branches so you should have no trouble breaching the hangars or any number of other places.
Understood. Thank you again for your invaluable assistance. As discussed, adventurers, we shall infiltrate the castrum and cause as much chaos as possible. This will draw the Imperials away from Lisa and her men, thereby allowing them to safely reach the fire control center.
There's nothing else. I'll return to the resistance forces and show them their entrance. May Ralga guide you to victory.
This is your last chance to make preparations. When you and yours are ready, we shall begin.
Like, are we in the finale now? Can't be, right? Oh no, it's just a regular duty. Latara, are you back? Would you like to help us? Would you like to help us storm the castrum? Not online. Give me two. No worries.
Oh, you have an appointment in 8 minutes.
Oh, okay. Then we shall go on without you. Are we just queuing, or do we want to try and find people from the guild, the FC?
Let's see here. Oh, there's lots of people on.
So, Sumo and I are about to storm Castrum Albania for the story. Would anyone like to heal or PS for us? Hey.
Hey, oh.
Can we tell what they're playing?
They are a sage.
Okay, cool. Mm. Hey, full FC party. Let's go.
Yes.
Everyone's ready. Let's trim up on here. Why is the distance cannot suffer repeatedly? So that's not the remark point. Or that the fortress main camera. Got it. Let's kill us some fucking Imperials.
Wait. Great. Sup?
Monkey.
Winston.
It's Winston.
Almost surprised he didn't drop a bubble shield. Over here, boys. Around.
Double monkey. Can you get those dogs as a mount?
I do not believe so.
Oh, hello, Biggin. The Magna Rotor. You think to know? Boss will start flying around arena.
NPCs will man the cannons.
Don't know the NPCs.
Got it.
This goes from 6. Yeah, or he's one of those Genova experiments that's on the road in 7. Alright, that was a fairly easy phase. Once the boss decided to get off of the things that we wanted to kill. Press escape to get out of the cannon. Okay. The cannon has been damaged beyond repair. That's not good. Really enjoying the music in here.
Nice music.
Oh, when you're escaping Vector, right, Natara?
Dogs!
Doggos. this dungeon's pretty dope, actually. I'm really enjoying the weird enemy design. It definitely fits in with the experimental stuff that we've been seeing in the story as of recently.
Yep.
This one we can wipe to kind of easily.
He will put down towers. Try to make sure one person at least in each tower to soak up the damage.
So he's like one of the bosses in Liberation of Undermine. Means I know the mechanic.
Let's place a line IOEs that target neutral players. That you don't clip
Really,
them.
don't clip another player. Okay. Easy money. Got it.
Those are some nasty raid wides, but I should be able to handle those.
Okay. Copy that.
Yup. Also, Natara, you never sent me the link for that rando.
Oh, for rando?
I was just thinking because this guy is fighting kind of like how a black mage fights. I was like,
Yeah.
that'd be kind of cool to. Oh no! Did I run out of that before the shit?
That means I lost all my fucking mana too. My ether, sorry. Get me up.
Oh, they might have been waiting for Swiftcast to come off cooldown. That's a dapper hat.
It's a good hat.
Let's go, monkey boys. Back here.
I've really enjoyed the Legion's weapon designs in this one a bit more than like just having like the standard Magitech armor. It reminds me a lot more of like the Hojo experiments in Final Fantasy VII. If that makes any sense? For anyone who's played 7, like the monkey things and the weird like blitzball robots and that kind of thing. It's been super dope.
Yeah, the Chimera look is pretty cool. So I think when we get to that point, I can't remember if it's Shadowbringers or Endwalker. The not the raid series, but the primal, like the big savage primals you want to fight for mounts and stuff, are basically like some blend of these biomechanical meets Ultima Weapon meets Gundams type deal. They're really kind of cool.
Yeah, like these Colossuses were cool in like ARR and stuff, but like, I don't know. I was literally fucking behind you. How did you hit me? Ooh,
Schläger.
mage weapon. Just watch for AoEs.
Tyrant.
Hello, Droopy Jaws. Oh, that's interesting. He's got a Garlean jewel in its forehead.
Like, you can't tell me this doesn't look like one of Stepman's Cyber Zerg.
Oh, for sure. Are we supposed to be targeting different parts of this beastie?
You can't. Doesn't look like.
Okay.
I think it's just letting you, when you see the alert for K2 slash.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh. Whoa!
And the Tara says they sent it.
Thank you, Natara.
Stepman Zerg down. Oh, sure. Now Alpha and Alizé show up.
Yep. Of course they do.
All right, I'm out of here.
Greed on the loot. Greed on the loot. Out we go.
Voices.
He's going to come back to life.
I'm getting really tired of this fucking pocket sand. Can we not just wear glasses? Over STO dailies. Nice, very.
Alright, it's time to lease.
Well, we did it. Cash from Albania belongs to us now. I go and have people take Alizé to Radiata to receive treatment. Alphino tells me she'll make a full recovery. I know I should be happy. We won. With minimal casualties. But it somehow feels empty. We should report to General Aldin. Croyle wasn't here. But who knows? Maybe one of Raoban's men found something which could lead us to her. Can't hurt to ask, anyway. He's 10 feet to your left. Just ask him yourself. Raoban's invitation. Raoban wishes to thank you for your service. Accept.
Adventurers, Commander Hext, fine work you did today. After Specula Imperiatus, we needed a resounding victory like this. Thanks to you, Ralgal's star yet burns bright.
I just keep wanting to just stopping at Imperiator because of the Titan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad. I really am. But you should know that Alizé was injured in the fighting.
Regrettable, but I am pleased to hear that she will make a full recovery. For Dola's parting words, on the other hand, ring less favorably in my ears. But if Xenos wishes to invite us on his so-called royal hunt, then this bull will fain accept. What troubles you, Lise?
We'll find it soon enough. Pippin. Oh, sorry, that's you.
Oh, I didn't hear you do the. Still have to save Crown so much more. We'll find her soon enough. Pippin and his best men scouring the Cashham's archives always speak.
Ellipses.
Listen, Lise. It will take time for us to fully occupy the Cashham and prepare to advance into the locks. While we wait, there's something I would like to show you. Both of you. After all, this may be the last chance we have to catch our breath before the final push.
Don't see why not.
Then come with me to Radiata. From there we'll need to follow another road south.
Bug to our left. Hello, bug friend. There's Lise.
Rabbit.
Talking to him.
Even after all these years, it's still the same. Ah, but I'm getting ahead of myself. You deserve a proper welcome.
Liberty or death? Rauban would share with you a story. Accept.
I brought both of you here for a reason. Alright, Robin. Oh, you got
Isn't
it.
he the current crest? I already checked. Now, given the time, what do you want to do?
Let's at least talk to Rauban here and see where he points us. Even a blind man could see that Lise wasn't herself. Not that I don't understand. To be thrust into a position of authority under such circumstances, to be made responsible for the lives of so many, it isn't easy. And when you see your friend get cut down before your eyes, it only gets harder. I'll wager she thought Alizé was dead for a moment back there. 'Tis one thing to risk your life for a cause, but to risk that of another is burden no soldier is ever truly ready to shoulder. The fear, the guilt, it weighs on her, and that's good. It will make her a better commander. But first she needs to learn to carry it, not to let it break her. To remember that some causes are worth fighting for. Liberty or death. Her father's words gave me strength once. Mayhap they'll do the same for her now. Right then, I think I've said enough. The two of you can head back. I mean to stay a bit longer.
Not to be that guy, but are we not going to address the fact that that woman could move preternaturally fast?
Yeah, that's...
Instead of looking at like a broken down fucking house.
Yeah, let's...
And let's pick up this one. Closing up shop. An important individual has yet to visit Cold Hearth, and Sagar is growing concerned. Except, you're one of those adventurers, aren't you? Try this way, and that. Always open, folks. I believe I speak for all of us here when I say I need your help. Oh, I know we will eventually, Fratty. That we're bound to have to go find some fucking Magitech device to deal with it. I'm sure you've noticed we don't have much. The reason we get by is a merchant who comes sell us supplies. I say sell. It's so cheap, you might as well be giving it away. Trouble is, that much is worried, he suddenly stopped coming. Go search for him myself, but anyone who could have kept watch while I'm gone has been constricted by those damned Imperials. Why, would you try asking around at Radiata if anyone's seen him? Oh, I think about going there. I think it's a good place to start. Alright. Let's do that then.
Yeah.
I'm sure we're going to have to go get Sid to build something or get the traitor involved.
I feel like there's one either current quest up in that first village we went to way back when that we missed somehow.
We can look it over when we're done with this one. We can have you look over the page.
Alright, Mott. Cold Earth? Why would anyone sell their wares in that ghost town?
Ogre. Imagine traveling to Cold Hearth. Wait, that's the guy in league with the Imperials, isn't he? Now that you mention it, I haven't seen him in a while. If it's active, you can see it on your map as a blue quest marker. Oh, so, Natara, now that you're kind of back, do you remember yesterday when I talked about the extra Final Fantasy X media? Got a far. Jordan, all yours?
Yeah, I've heard of him. His name's Frank. Some folks say he's doing those people a favor. Well, I think he's up to something.
So, there's a novel, and then there's an audio drama. So, Are you familiar with how Final Fantasy X2 ends? You are, right. So, as you know, Final Fantasy X2 ends with uh, um, Titus being brought back, right? By the Faith as Yuna's thanks for stopping Vegna. So after X2, there's the novel. And in the novel, Titus and Yuna get stranded on a desert island together. And while there, Titus finds a blitzball and starts playing with it. Turns out that it wasn't a blitzball, it was a mine from a war, and kills Titus.
Oh, damn.
Yuna then does this thing where she summons Titus back from the far plane. Like, you know, there's that scene in 10 where they all go to the far plane and meet their loved ones, and it's all super emotional. Well, it turns out that Yuna's just suddenly developed this technology to summon dead people. It's never explained how or referred to ever again, but she just summons Titus back to life. Yuna's a save point, my wife just said. She's something. And then they have to deal with, like, the idea that he's now a ghost and can disappear again. So they pledge to always be at each other's sides. Which then brings us to the audio drama, in which they're both living in Bavel. And Yuna gets incredibly jealous of the fact that Titus has other female friends, and they split up. And then long dead, they split up, and she's all like, well, I've already got another boyfriend and everything. Yes, it's so off-brand for Yuna. So they split up, and after they split up, old long dead species like shoe puffs and stuff start coming back to life. Like, not as unsent, not as like fiends, not as fireflies. They're just back. And there is a worry that Sin is being reborn because these other creatures are coming back. And so Yuna's like, well, I'm gonna go find out. And Titus is like, I'm coming. And there's this whole thing about them having vowed to stay together, and them having to work through their relationship issues, which everyone thought would lead to Final Fantasy X3, which would be all about dealing with the relationship issues. So as you can imagine, fans of Final Fantasy X tend to think that the audio drama in the book are non-canon. Who was her new boyfriend, Bob? She didn't actually have one. She was just like that. Well, it's fine that you've got other girlfriends because I've got a new boyfriend. Meh. But yeah, as you can imagine, Final Fantasy X fans are of the opinion that the audio drama in the book are non-canon because fuck them, they're really bad. Anyway, should we talk to Frank?
Indeed.
Hello, Frank. You're asking about me at Cold Hearth. I'd love to help, but the situation has been gotten complicated, you see. The reason I was selling to them so cheap is because someone else was footing the bill. Some Imperial soldier grew up there, went to the Guardians willingly, if you can believe it. They made him a watchman at one of their labour camps, and he's been funneling all his pay to me. Granted, I keep peddling my goods at Cold Hearth. Afraid his friends and family would refuse his gifts after turning his back on them. He got the smart idea of sending me up there, selling whatever they need for next to nothing. The thing is, he hasn't contacted me in days. Oh, he probably died in the fucking explosion, didn't he?
Yep.
Shame, too. On my next trip, I was supposed to deliver this bottle of arak. Hard to come by nowadays, but he paid me good money to find it. Would you mind taking it there for me? As for this conversation, I'll leave it up to you whether or not you tell anyone. All things considered, I think he might have want someone to know. Search for Frank Alighieri. Speak with Sega. Alright, well, why don't we end up here?
Run back.
And we can run back at the beginning of next time. Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
Alright, I'll go see if we have a raid target.
Thanks to everyone who came out and checked us out on this United Statesian Independence Day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Please make sure you follow us so you know when we're going live here on Twitch. You can also follow us on any of the major microblogging platforms. We post every time we're going live, or attempt to post every time we're going live. Pretty good about it. Twitter, we are 321 Podcast. Blue Sky, we are 321tv.bsky.social. On Threads, we are at 321_TV. On Mastodon, on the Mastodon.social server, we are at 321_TV. You can go back and watch past streams over on our YouTube channel, bit.ly/321_Y_T for YouTube instead of TV. Also check out the little merch store we've got. If I can get my merch store 321-tv-shop.fourthwall.com, where we have all sorts of things: polo shirts, joggers, sweatpants, basketball shorts, cups, bottles, stickers, and an awesome desk mat. Yeah. Should be back for our next scheduled time, Monday, 4:30ish Eastern time, to continue hunting down these ether currents and finishing up the story of the peaks.
Yeah, I'm interested to see where this is going to go, because we have, let's see here. We just did Rauband's invitation, right?
Mm-hmm. Or we're in the middle of Rauband's invitation.
Well, we're doing Liberty or Death.
Oh, yeah.
So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 quests to go, and I feel like there is quite a lot left to be resolved. I don't have a great raid target. I mean, there's
I'm not seeing any
folks over on Lure talking video game news, but that's about it.
We are going to send you off into the ether to go watch and enjoy the content of your choosing. You know, you can go watch Randy Quaid blow up a spaceship, and that's why we get to celebrate Independence Day. If that's so your thing. Um, yeah. So,
Yeah.
with that being said, I'm going to send you off, as we always do. Guys, gals, non binary pals, and all those beyond that spectrum. In the words of the 16th President of these United States, Abraham Lincoln, please be excellent to each other. And party on, non gender specific honorifics, and we will see you.
Next.
Peace.